Welcome to Not So New News. Come along with us as we continue to discover an Appalachian time gone by. Today's article comes from the town of Whitesburg and appeared in the Letcher County's oldest newspaper, the Mountain Eagle. Volume 2, Number 46, Industrial Edition, Section 3, dated July 22, 1909. Page 11 is not named and continued in today's reading. Locals. This is it. Look through and be generous. It's worth $1, but 15 cents each will buy a few copies. There is one thing certain, we will never undertake another until the cost is all counted. Did you know that this is the first industrial and commercial edition of a newspaper, every line of which is home set and home print, that was ever issued off the railroad? Well, it is, and every citizen in the country and in the mountains ought to be proud of it. Whether you are or not, we are. Lawrence, son of M.D. Lewis, has typhoid. Miss Mary Smith of St. Louis, Missouri, and Miss Cora Kelly of Clintwood, Virginia, are visiting their father, J.N. Thompson, on Sand Lick. Elders Davison and Dave Holcomb will preach at Sugar Grove on Line Fork Saturday and Sunday, July 31st and August 1st. They will organize a Sunday school. Harrison Banks was given 5 years in the penitentiary for killing his brother Spencer in this county some time ago and has been taken to Frankfort to serve the sentence. John S. Webb. The subject of this sketch was born October 28, 1876, in Letcher County. He was educated in the public and private schools of the county, and at the age of 18 entered upon the profession of teaching, and followed this for some years, when he abandoned it and became a farmer, and since has given most of his time to that profession. About 5 years ago he became interested in the sale of marble monuments. Some time ago he organized the Eastern Kentucky Marble Agency and is now general manager of the same. At least half a dozen counties in eastern Kentucky and some portions of Virginia are covered by this agency. The sales are supplied by one of the best marble mills in the entire country. Mr. Webb boasts of the fact that he has erected monuments to more graves than all other agents combined. John S. Webb first married a daughter of Uncle Arch Jenkins, she having departed this life some 5 or 6 years ago. Then he married his present wife, the daughter of Elijah Collins of Camp Branch. His home is on Thornton Creek in this county. At present he is a candidate for County Court Clerk of Letcher. Notice: Whitesburg, Kentucky, July 14th. To the patrons of Whitesburg School. It gives me pleasure to inform you that I have been so fortunate as to employ Mr. E.B. Hale to assist me in this work. From a financial standpoint, this is quite a sacrifice for me to make, but what I lose in salary, I hope that you boys and girls will gain in moral and intellectual advancement. This additional help in the schools costs you nothing, but it means much to your children, and I want to urge you to take advantage of the situation and to do your duty by having your children in school. Your child does the best work when he is in school, the full 20 days of each month, and I hope that you will let nothing except sickness prevent him from attending full time. If circumstances are such you cannot send to school every day, do the next best thing by sending every day you possibly can. We shall be glad to see you visit the school frequently. Your presence incites us to do better work. We need your encouragement and help. In conclusion, I wish to say to the public that we shall be open a winter term this place about January 1st, 1910, of which a more definite announcement will be made later. Hoping that we may have your support in all our efforts to make this the best school in the history of Whitesburg, I am very truly A.C. Adams, Principal. Pastor of the Baptist Church. George Frederick Davison, pastor of the First Baptist Church of Whitesburg, Kentucky, was born March 7, 1882, at Leatherwood, Lawrence County, Ohio. He was educated in the Ashland Public Schools and the Ashland Business College and the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary of Louisville, Kentucky. November 30th, 1903, he was married to Miss Columbus Anna Allen of Jacksonville, Bourbon County, Kentucky. This union was given three precious children to brighten the home and life of mother and father. August 30th, 1905, the First Baptist Church of Ashland, Kentucky, granted him license in order that he might exercise his gifts for and establish the evidence of his call to the gospel ministry. He was for some time engaged in the missionary work in West Ashland. Here God so richly blessed his labors, and to leave no doubt but that God had called him to preach the gospel, which is the power of God unto salvation to every one who believeth. He was ordained and set apart to the full work of the gospel ministry, March 22, 1908, by the Highland Park Baptist Church. As pastor, he has served as the Cosmodale Baptist Church and the church which ordained him. God sanctioned the work at Highland Park by adding 55 to its membership the first 12 months of his service. He came to Whitesburg about the 25th of March, 1909. After the church was organized, he was called to the pastorate and accepted at the Baptist Board of State Mission and was anxious for him to labor at this place. He is now ready to serve you in any way for the glory of God and the salvation of the precious souls, that the kingdom of God may come and his will be done on earth as it is done in heaven. Lewis Brothers. This firm was established and began business in the town of Whitesburg in the year 1893 under the style name of Lewis Brothers and Webb. In a year or so after the Webb and the business firm dropped out and the business under its present management and name started. About 14 years ago, it had less than a $5,000 capital and was doing a business from $500 to $700 per month, whereas today the firm has a commercial rating of anywhere from $50,000 to $75,000 and is doing a business of over $1,500 per month, or about $60 for each working day in the month or year. This firm has recently erected a building equipped with the most all-modern conveniences, such as steam, heat, etc. The entire building with its equipments cost about $15,000, and it be centrally located in town near the public square. We beseech for them much increase in their business in the near future. This firm, composed of Judge James P. and M.D. Lewis, stands for the upbuilding of schools, churches, not only at Whitesburg, but all over this section of the country, as well as evidenced by both of them being in full sympathy with the move to build a high school at Whitesburg. And while they are members of the First Baptist Church recently organized here, yet they stand ready to help build church houses of any denomination in any section of our country. Remember the big mass meeting of the citizens of Letcher County to be held Whitesburg August 14th to nominate citizens' ticket. This concludes today's reading of Part 1 of page 11 of the July 22nd, 1909 Mountain Eagle. We at Kentucky, Tennessee Living would like to thank you for your continued support as we bring to you the history of the Appalachian Mountains.